Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of Cocktails and Conversations. If anybody up here, hey y'all, hey! As we do each week, we start our conversations with an inhale, exhale, and cocktail. So inhale, exhale, whoo, yes to the onions.
Father.
And the cocktail of the evening is the blueberry lemonade. It is 1 part Pinnacle vodka, 3 parts blueberry lemonade, 1 part regular lemonade.
It's good. You know, he come up with these cocktails, y'all. Just, you know.
That's very good.
Very.
Okay.
Be lit before it's over.
That's right. That's the whole goal. But anyway, so can we just before we start, can we just have a moment of silence for Nipsey?
Yeah, yeah, because I'm a bit tore up about that.
And
that was not.
that was a moment. A moment. Anyway, but you know, I didn't really know much about Nipsey.
Okay.
But after he died, and this is such a shame, but after he died, I became well versed because everybody's talking about it, everybody's putting it to the forefront. But talk about philanthropy, talk about humanitarian.
Yeah, he was awesome. He was like our modern day Tupac.
Wow.
You know, he.
Wait, Tupac did stuff like that?
Tupac was more on the prolific side. He prophesied, you know, he spoke about things back in the 90s that are happening today. Like, he spoke about stuff that, you know, he was like, if we don't pay attention, you know, people are going to be killing each other at a high rate because of poverty, you know, and that's what's happening. And he said the police incidences were going to be worse, and that's what's happening. So anybody that followed Pac, they know that he was very prolific. So when he died, I was like totally tore up. Like, oh my God, I was at my cousin Robin's house and I was just so sad. Like, you would have thought I knew him. And same thing with Nipsey Hussle. I didn't know Nipsey's music per se, but I followed the relationship part with him and Lauren.
I didn't even know he was with Lauren.
Oh my God, he loved her so much.
I was watching a YouTube video where they did a couples, it was like a GQ
couples questions, 30 questions.
I'm just like,
he got 24 out of 30. Like, how many men gonna get 24 out of 30 questions right? You know what I'm saying?
Some of them questions, I was like, I don't even.
He knew. I mean, for him to get 24 out of 30, that's more than half. I was like, you know your woman. They just were so beautiful together. And then, you know, that's what we have to talk about, the pridefulness, jealousy, and the envy, because I've been following this story, y'all. I've been like a goddamn crackhead with it. Like, right. I'm serious. Every day I'm like waking up to see what's new. So that's why I have a lot to say about this subject, because I saw when Lauren went to the hospital. Did you see that video? Oh my God.
Yeah, you know, I be working, creating collections and stuff. But what, I can only imagine.
When she got to the hospital, it was like a scene from a movie. The guy was like, who brought you up here, cuz? And she was like, is he okay? Is he okay? It's like, she didn't want to hear nothing he had to say. And then you know how somebody tried to grab you and hold you? She like, get off of me. Like, I need to get in here and see if he's okay. And she walked in and she was like, that's my husband. And they took her to the back. And it was, of course, somebody with a phone filming all of this. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, she didn't even know he was dead. So I'm like, they say she passed out and hit her head on the corner of a table when she found out that he was deceased. And I'm just like, God, I've been sending prayers of comfort her way, like, every day.
Y'all.
Like, every single day for Imani Cross, her, the mom, the dad, the sister, the brother, everybody. But I just didn't realize, we don't realize until someone dies how important they are to the world. You know, like, nobody knew that this much love was in people's hearts for Nipsey Hussle. I didn't even know that the Game and him were tight like that until the Game was. He was so upset. He said he's so disappointed with LA. You know, he said right now he's just so disappointed. Like, this happened on his own hometown grounds.
But did they ever figure out what the cause was?
Because he told the guy that he needed to get away from around that area because he was known to be a snitch. And he was like, you know, when people are known to be a snitch, you know, anything could happen. Drive-bys could happen if they catch you, you know. So Nipsey was more like, you know, I don't really want you around my store, you know, because you're a known snitch. You know, word on the street is you're a snitch. Now, the way they said, viewing the cameras, it wasn't like a heated discussion, but it was a discussion. Like, they were talking. So that's why they knew that Nipsey knew him, because when he was walking, as you see him walking towards them, nobody was taking off running. You understand? They saw him coming. So they probably just thought he was coming back to say whatever he needed to say. But he put himself on the other side of the car and was shooting across the car. He shot them across the car first. Then he walked around and shot again. And then he left and he came back and shot again. You understand? He shot him. He went first time across the car, went and shot him again, went back and shot him in the head and kicked him in the head. This is something that I wish I could hit the rewind button on and make it all better again for Lauren. If I could turn back the hands of time, I just, if that was a superpower that I had today, that would be what I would undo that. Because people make emotional decisions. When you operate in emotion, you can't undo what's done. That's why I tell people to use your logical mind, because your emotions, your heart is deceitful above all things. We shouldn't be so passionate about something that we make a dumb decision. Even with our loved ones, our boyfriends and our girlfriends, we have to be more mindful. Our friendships, any kind of partnership, we have to be just more mindful.
That's the perfect segue into this friendships and boundaries
yes,
and stuff
baby.
that you want to talk. What has happened?
Well, here's my thing with friendship. Since I've been in Atlanta,
you get the people that say,
I get the people that be like, forget it, the first offense, you know, and it'll be something minor like you didn't call me when you left the house to tell me you was going to the club, or you didn't invite me to this thing this particular time, excuse me. And I'm just like, what in the hell? You know, I didn't take your firstborn. I didn't steal your kidney when you was in surgery. You know, it's like, it'd be minor stuff. So that's why I wanted to talk about friendships, because you can't call yourself a friend to someone if you can't handle adversity. Because it's easy to be somebody's friend when something's good, but how do you handle it when it's bad? That's what make you a friend. That's what make you a true friend. Like, I have true friends. How long we been friends, Ryan? It's been a long
12,
long time.
15
you know,
almost. I don't know.
And it's like
10 something. I don't know.
We're good. You know, we haven't always been perfect. You know, we haven't always seen eye to eye on everything, but we're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't people talk things out? This is the generation of, we don't talk about nothing.
I told you,
communication is
we need
horrible.
it quick right now.
And I mean horrible, not just in friendships, horrible in relationships, horrible, period, because you text too much.
But you can't get the tone in a text.
Ooh, baby, let me tell y'all what just happened, though. So I went out Friday night, and this guy, he approached me in a cool way. You know, he was like, what are you drinking? I was like, oh, he want to buy a drink.
Oh, he a drink buyer.
So I was like, okay. So he bought me a drink, and he stood at the bar. He was talking to me. He was very nice. Let me just be clear. So he asked me to he said, put your number in my phone. I'll call you, and then we'll have each other's number. I said, kid, right? He was not bad looking, pretty teeth, dimples, brown skin, nice looking, right? He put me in the mind of a cute, thinner Dave Hollister. Like, cuter.
Now, you know, I don't know what he looked like.
You don't know what?
Do somebody who a millennial. Who is Dave
so
Hollister?
Young, but that's who he looked like. But a cute, right? Anyway, we'll talk about that. We'll Google him later, okay? But so we did that. We exchanged numbers or whatever. So the club was over at 3. We left early. Nobody really closes the club anymore, do they?
I mean, they do.
They do? Oh, well, I don't. So we left, and I got home, and I showered and got into bed, and I was asleep. And this dummy texted me at 5:03 in the morning.
I ain't
Okay?
never up in that late, but legs
Baby,
are
he better be glad she was asleep, because she would have cussed, and she being me, would have cussed his ass out. But I was asleep, so I was like, I looked at it the next day, I said, he was saying, oh, I was just making sure you made it home safe. Okay, club closed at 3. At best, you should be checking on me around 3:30, right?
Because it don't take you 2 hours to get nowhere in this
If
city.
I was going to be tore up, I would have been tore up before 5 o'clock, right? Dummy. So anyway, that was the first. Oh no, he didn't. He tried it. So then the next day I was out all day, had a good day. Nothing from him. Didn't hear anything from him. Okay? 12:34. Y'all notice I got these times. They are times. 5:03, 12:34. 12:34. He FaceTimed me. 12:34 a.m. You don't FaceTime no.
You definitely don't FaceTime a black woman. At, what? Because we all wrapped up.
Baby, Bonnet.
Brows is off. Hello? This is not Bonnet Chronicles. I'm going to need you to push back, sir.
Freaking try. You don't, when you just meet somebody, that is so rude to me. You don't FaceTime somebody you just meet. You say, can you talk? Can I FaceTime? You ask me.
Because you don't know how I'm looking. And I don't want you to be looking at me no any old kind of way.
Drink on that one.
I'll drink to that one too. You don't FaceTime me. You just met me.
Baby, I ain't even answer because I was a boot. I was looking up. That's what I say, y'all. If y'all keep following this, I say people are boots.
With Androids, when we're doing FaceTime, you know it's duo. And they can see your video while they're calling in. Can they see you while they're FaceTiming?
Hell no. If they could, they would have seen. Android is doing too much.
You can see the video
what
before you answer. You can be like,
then you just wait a minute.
You better
Android
point the camera
users.
to the ceiling. Or maybe that's just
what if you don't know? You sure? Are you sure? I don't think.
I'm just saying, when we be communicating bi-coastally and tri-coastal and stuff, we be like,
hey. If y'all on, can y'all say if that is true or not if you're an Android? Right. You trying to tell me before somebody answer the phone, you can see their face?
You can see all they doing and everything.
No! Yes! I gotta drink that again. That's a lie and the truth ain't in you. That better be a lie.
It's not, I promise. I'm gonna get somebody to do on me as soon as we get done.
Oh my God, that is so beautiful. And I don't mean that in a good way. That is terrible.
It is terrible.
I didn't answer.
But, I mean, that's why I just be like, to the ceiling. No, thank you.
I didn't answer. So, needless to say, that's a dub. It's over for that. Because I can't, first of all, you have never contacted me at a decent, respectable hour. You've tried to reach me at 5:03 or 12:34 about FaceTime. I have not heard from him still to the day. Now, I met him Friday. It's Thursday. He's not called me during the day. Not at all.
That sounds like he was
It sounds like he's a freaking...
It sounds like his modus operandi was to slash.
I'm in a kind state of mind today.
but.
Listen, Linda. On a regular day, I will cuss you all the way out. Smooth. Communication is key, guys. We have to do a little recanting. I know y'all ready for this. Oh, girl that wrote the book, she probably like, I told you motherfuckers to put the drinks down and think with your critical thinking skills.
Yeah, but no.
Okay, but we have to talk about it.
I mean, we do have to talk about it, but my opinion still ain't changed. Okay? He circumvented the law.
Something happened.
Somebody got a check somewhere.
Something happened.
I don't know who check got cash, but somebody check got cash.
Now they know that. They know.
And they was like, well, okay, we just gonna let you have that, you know.
They know that
your
he
bad,
lied.
we get it, but.
He lied. We were stating our opinions based on what we've been hearing in the media thus far. What we had heard thus far sounded kind of suspect, you know.
It's still suspect!
Brown people just don't be out in a vortex in the middle of Chicago walking
at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Subway. That just sounded stupid to me. I'm
what
just saying
subway is
to
open
me.
at 3 o'clock in the morning?
And just the whole way he did everything, keeping the noose around his neck to preserve the evidence. Like, if you put a noose around my neck, I'm not going to keep it there.
Exactly.
Like, I'm taking it off as soon as you leave, as soon as you stop beating me up, I'm taking it off.
For a dramatic effect. Absolutely not.
And then they said that his checkbook was used to purchase these things, correct?
It was used. It was also used on those 2 good Africans. I'm just saying. And it was also used to get him off the way he got off.
But then he said that they were white and they were wearing MAGA hats.
Did you see the white faces? Because they were trying to say that the guys
I saw that, Ryan.
used to wear. I'm just like, there is no way you can mistake that.
Come on, like
for a white face.
Come
really?
on.
For like white skin though, because you look gray. Like
well, Jussie,
you that black, you turn white gray. Hello,
Jussie Smollett. I will apologize for trying and convicting you before the court of law did, because clearly you got off and I acknowledge that. So respectfully, I say, allegedly you did those things.
Allegedly.
And you were found not guilty. Charges were dropped.
You were not found not guilty. Charges were dropped.
Well, that's not guilty.
That ain't not guilty.
In the court
That's
of
charges
law.
were dropped. That means I cannot charge you again because the charges were dropped.
Oh, this is so disrespectful.
No, that doesn't. Actually, that's not double jeopardy because you weren't charged.
Is okay. So,
Boom.
but I can't speak for Rye, but
Because I stay for a ride. That I still think it's some fishy stuff going on. I still think you did it. I think you just paid somebody else to get off. I mean, I don't apologize.
My part.
Did you hear from the Attorney General? Because he was like...
Now I want to talk about something fun. Did you guys see Us? Did you see the movie Us?
No.
Oh, I'm so disgusted with you, Ryan.
Why, y'all?
Because and this is like a hot topic. Like, what are you? We are a podcast. You gotta stay current.
But
we have to stay
I
up
do need to go
on
see
it.
it though. But when you gonna see it? Because you ain't called me to say let's go see it. You know I be working.
Happened was I went on a date. Okay. So
Was it date worthy though?
well, actually, I was going to the movies and I was talking to my friend, and my friend was like, "I'll go with you," and it turned into a date, and it was a nice date. Hey, shout out to you. But anyway, that movie was like deep. You know, Get Out was deep, but this was deeper.
But
you know,
some parts to Get Out, I was like,
but you got the message. See, I'm a writer, so I get the
I could.
the literary art of it, writing it, and trying to convey a message, a hidden message that you have to decipher. I'm here for it.
Right.
Because you know I do that
so
in
I
my
can kind of
books.
see where the plot is kind of going and anticipate things almost on the point. But I was just like, wait.
People left that movie scratching their head like, what the fuck just
Look,
happened?
because you know I have tea every morning.
Ooh,
I don't want to hear nail spoon clack against no glass. I don't care where I'm at.
That, you know, but I got Get Out. I got the message he was conveying in Get Out with the white people don't want to necessarily be black, but they want to take over our persona in their own bodies. You know, they want to keep that white skin for the privilege, but they want our strength and our, you know, endurance and our, you know, our mindset, everything that we possess as a people. This is valuable, y'all. Like this melanin, although it's rough and tough to be black in America, this is highly sought after. People lay in the sun
suck it out and sell it?
and look like, I wish we could, baby, because this will make some money.
Right.
Well, y'all, I'm not going to talk about Us because he didn't see it. I was
mean,
really going to come up off through there
but
with
you
my
know,
opinion.
I be building brands and stuff, so I be sitting at the sewing machine like, you know.
You know, this is important. I mean, because, you know, even though we're silly.
Okay, let's just talk about this because people were all up in my greasy face. Like, why you think like that? What you going through? Because everybody was like, you know, Black Panther is this black come to Jesus moment where everybody's just gonna be great. We are unified. It's just the best thing in the world. It's black power epitomized, right?
Right.
But when I get in the movie, okay, I'm like, okay, it's still black on black crime as the main plot to this movie.
Yeah, because Auntie, when he said, "Hey, Auntie,"
that's still like that's not showing us doing any better by us, but this is the black power moment. Like, I gotta kill you for you to understand that this could be both of us.
He was avenging his father's death, and he was killed by his own family.
People were like, "Oh my God, I was thinking, and I'm gonna be wearing my kente," and I'm like, "But do you even know what tribe you are ancestrally linked to? So why are you wearing kente? I mean, wear something that is indigenous. If you're gonna be real about it, be real all the way gusto about it. If you're gonna wear some African clothes,
I'm indigenous.
Hello,
yes,
I mean, I'm just saying.
You better come to right.
Do some searching. I need you to go all the way. They was like, "Oh, it's black power." No, it's not.
That's an issue. That's a good segue to, you know, we really truly have to stop the black on black crime. We have to stop this because we get so freaking upset about the things that the police do to us. And we're forgetting what we do to us. I just shake my head. Like, the Nipsey Hussle thing, I'm like, God, you were that upset about him calling you a snitch.
Damn man.
He was that mad, Ryan. But I know for a fact that if he could go back and turn back the hands of time, he did not know that that one act of emotion was going to impact him like this. Because they killed 2 of his family members trying to snuff him out.
They killed 2 of the killer's family members?
Yes, they did, baby. Yes, they was trying to snuff that ass out. They could not find him, so...
This is just like Black Panther. I'ma kill you because you killed somebody close to me. But now I'm gonna end up dead too, waking up with the Lord. All of us just gonna wake up with the Lord, and now we less black people.
Dead, waking up dead. It's just,
I'm just
you
like,
know...
Hello, Jesus.
And this is another thing that got me, y'all. I don't know if y'all agree with this, but I have an issue with the way they protect the people that commit these heinous crimes. The way he killed Nipsey was disrespectful and heinous to me. To shoot him that many times, 5 to the torso, 1 to the head, kicked him in the head.
He was already dead when you shot him in the head.
Now, with that being said, they have him in solitary confinement, so because they're afraid that he will be killed in jail. That's an eye for an eye.
Reach one, teach one. Hello.
You know, like, why are you protecting the very animal? Like, you know what I said to my girlfriend today? I told her, Portia, I said, P, if that was my son, and I'm going to be real 100% Tabitha on this. If that was my son, I would ask God to put him back in my pussy. Undo what's done. Excuse me, because I hope y'all are over 21. Because I don't want to be the one who birthed the spawn of Satan. Like, I just do not want to be that person. Like, I would be disgusted if one of my kids did some like that.
So, would you tell? Like, would you go to the cops and say,
What?
this is my 10-pound, 22-inch baby that I birthed in 1990.
Baby, I would come with social security number, child picture, shot records. Like, I'm telling you done committed this crime. You know what, y'all probably be like, oh, what kind of mother is she? The kind of mother that didn't raise my kids to go to jail and commit murders and theft and all of that stuff. And I tell them, and they know if they're watching, you know what my motto is for my kids? I'll see you when they free you. Because visitors make prisoners. And I don't come to jail to see nobody. I'm not putting no money on your canteen. I'm not starting no GoFundMe page.
Yes,
they already know. Yes!
Because we said put it on your books, baby. We ain't put it on your books.
I'm going old school with it.
I can't stand, baby, not drink to that.
Let's drink. Click. You know, don't ask me for no bill.
You see why
money.
I want no kids? You see why I want no kids?
It's hard being a parent. Like, it is so difficult being a parent because no matter how you raise, and this is in defense of his mother, it doesn't matter how she raised him in the house. Once he walk out that door and get in those streets, the streets can raise him. He was part of the Rolling 60s Crips. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, so you know,
I'm sure she didn't tell him, when you grow up, I want you to be a Crip. And Crip walk out the house. You know.
I mean, but you know, some of these mamas, you know, be in the videos with their sons, and they be,
for the Millie Rock.
You know, they be in they velour outfits in store.
Some mothers are very much condoning the behavior of their kids because they may not have been raised properly. They may not have the proper upbringing.
Can we just move right into this, because this is unexpected? But why, pray tell, do people, absorbent amounts of people, say that kids are the joy of life, but in the very next second be like, oh my God, I can't stand this motherfucker. I need to pay.
You know, because I love children. Anybody that knows me, don't bring your kid around me because I'm going to spoil it. Like,
and smell his breath if it's young.
If it's brand new, baby, I'm going to be out in the baby's breath. Oh my God, when they yarn,
it smells like spoiled milk.
To your tonsils. No, it doesn't. I let it. But, you know, it's like we love the children. But when they grow up and get personalities, and like, this is when I had issues with my mind. 16, 17. That was the weird age.
That's just trying to find out who they are.
Yeah, but you might not want to do that with this one because I choked Greg. I'm sorry, Greg. But you remember when you were 17, I had to choke you.
But you know, Greg is on his stuff, though.
Greg is on his stuff because of that choke.
Exactly. Now, these kids out here, that the parents be like, Charlie?
Get the
corner. You just spit at the teacher. I'm taking your phone. They be like, get out of here, Mom. You're disrespecting my space. Close my door when you leave. Do you know I would have backhand somebody over the banister and met them on the ground, like, just that quick, like, I would send you to the Lord just as quick as I brought you in here. But see, that was parenting when we were young.
When you wake up.
When you wake up with Jesus, he'll shock you and tell you when your time, send you back to me. But I'm going to send you to the Lord for him to pray for you, you know, because his prayers are better.
Oh, Lord. I truly believe in whooping children. That's just me.
I mean, that's the day we came from. I mean,
I do.
We used to get
I used to get whooped by the neighbors.
I mean, by the teachers back in y'all day.
Yeah. Oh.
That was not a shot. That was not a shot because they still whooping kids now in Tennessee.
Oh, really?
One of my clients
Nice
is an
way to
administrator.
clean it up.
No, she is for real. She's an administrator. And she's like,
That was a
they
good way to
asked
clean it
us
up.
to reprimand their kids, but like back in the day.
Yeah, we used to get our the ruler. We used to get popped. There wasn't abuse in schools back then. It was like a paddle
on the hand like this.
It was on the butt. Pop you on the butt.
Cause this hurt, like.
Baby, my daughter, if Kendra watched this podcast, I'm going to tell her to watch it if she wants. She's not like, I used to take their little hand like this, baby. Hold up like that so I could get good knuckle range. And tear that motherfucker out with a brush. I bet you they won't.
You won't get a mark with that one.
You won't touch it again, will you?
You won't write nothing either.
And she still talk about that shit. Mom. You know when you think
horrible.
about it. Yes. But my kids are good kids. They are good kids to date. Because they got
the fear of God instilled in them.
And did. I mean, I'm so nice. God knows. I'm like a really, really nice person, but I am a disciplinarian.
Nice.
You're not?
Nice.
No, that's why you don't have children.
That's why I don't need them.
Like, he don't need no kids, bless his heart.
I mean, but I love the kids, you know. And
I
all the kids
know
love
how
me
you
too,
love
but
your nephews. I love the way you love your nephews.
Yeah.
I just think that you're a busy entrepreneur and you just don't have the time. Right now you're selfish, and I get it. You're selfish so his businesses can flourish. So I get that. And I think a person should be selfish at some points in their life. You know, like get your stuff together. And they say selfish people live longer because you're not worried about
But you know
other
what?
people.
I'm just now getting to a place of selfish. Because
Really?
I'm typically a people pleaser. And I
Yeah.
used to move
I
solely
used to be a
around what
people
everybody
pleaser.
else wanted to do. But
I really did. I did try to please everybody all the time. And that's something that you just cannot do. You cannot please everybody all the time, no matter how you try.
Jesus couldn't even please everybody.
Right. And
who am I?
God knows I am selfless. But for some reason, I always end up with selfish people. So it just take from me. And it has really made me a jerk. Like, wait, I'm a jerk. Like,
You're
I
a
can
jerk.
own it. I can own it.
That's why they named you Joe Dirt.
My tolerance has really, really dropped considerably when it comes to foolishness, from friendships to relationships to my job, whatever. If it doesn't edify me and please my soul, you gotta go. Period. You gotta go. Because it's just, that's how it's gonna be. You either ride with me
it out
or go. L-I-G, let it go. That's
let
how
it
I
go.
feel. You gotta let some
go.
things go.
Yes, Elsa. Yes, Elsa. Okay, so let's just make that a special segment.
Yes, let that be Tab's tea for reality.
We're gonna have that thing. It's tea time, tea time.
I'm telling you how I feel about things, and y'all can chime in on the little thing. But as far, I'm gonna go reality to reality. Okay, so I look at my Sunday shows, The Real Housewives of Atlanta. As much as I love Nene, because I love Nene.
Do you?
Yes, I don't have nothing against Nene. Nene, the longest standing housewife, she the reason for the season, so I give much respect to the queen. Because she's the one who started the whole movement, right?
Word.
But she is really pissing me off with this, everything's about her type thing. You know what I mean? Because your husband is suffering from cancer. We don't know what Greg Leaks is going through. He was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. So he's in the process of healing and trying to figure out a method to keep him cancer free. He was totally against the doing the chemotherapy. He was against it initially, but now he's considering.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he hasn't been the nicest. But when your life is on the line, because we don't know, you know, we are not faced with possibility of passing away. Okay, so when you're faced with that type of reality, your attitude is different. So she's saying, "Oh, he's so mean, and he's so this, and he's so that." I had a sister that passed away from ALS. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's a disease of your muscles. All your muscles fail. At the end of that disease, at the progression of it, all you can move is your eyes. You're an otherwise healthy person, but your muscles completely fail you, which means your rise and fall of your chest, you will eventually not be able to breathe and you die. So my sister was facing this reality, and it was hard to watch. Hard to watch her go through that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I wish Nene was just a little bit more compassionate and not make things about her. You understand? That's my feelings on that.
But here's my take on that. She's always been about her.
Yeah.
From the beginning. All that ridiculous amounts of over dramatizing every moment.
That's
all about her.
First like, of all, you shouldn't even be on the show if you're not a wife. Let's be
Hello,
clear.
can we check it there?
I'm sick of all the girlfriends.
Is this what I saw with Candy and Cynthia doing this 10-minute long expose about how the party invite of Kenya being there and not on camera and blah 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 was just like
Cynthia
not about
had
Nene.
A little thing for her little wine.
Right. And she said, it's so big for me. It's so big for me.
Right. And she invited her friend. Right. Everybody's not going to get along. Some people you're not going to get along with. Right. My thoughts are, if you don't like this person, but you're a friend of the person that's hosting the party, just be on your best behavior for that moment, for that friend. You understand? And Nene was feeling like that Cynthia should have told her she was coming. Cynthia didn't quite know. The invite was extended, but Candy made sure that she was there because that's what Cynthia wanted. So it was kind of like a surprise Cynthia moment, like she didn't know till the last minute that she was coming.
Because Candy didn't even know till the last minute that Kenya was coming.
You know, I like Kenya too. I'm glad Kenya grew and progressed, and her baby is absolutely fluffy and beautiful. I want to squeeze Brooklyn. But I do. I just want to smell her breath. I do. But anyway, I'm glad that she grew and she had her baby and she have her handsome husband and they're doing their thing and she's not part of that. She just made cameos. I'm happy for that. I'm really happy for Kenya.
But do you think Kenya, because see, my perception of that is that this away from the limelight is not going to work.
You think that Kenya. Eventually she's going to get tired of playing the housewife?
I think she's going to be tired of playing the housewife for real. Everyone to play the housewife on the season.
Ooh.
Is what I'm saying, because you got to examine the person from the beginning. Okay,
but she's always wanted to be a wife. That was her goal in life.
She's always also wanted to be in front of the public eye.
But maybe
from your very first pageant,
honey, that good loving can make you change your mind.
See, I'm not in the business to believe that people change their stripes too much, because zebras don't. I mean, I'm just saying.
Love can make you do the impossible, baby. Love has a multitude of sin, Ryan. We know that we know that.
Love shows you who you really are to me. And it makes you be who you really want to be. If you see something that you're not really incongruent with that or that you like about yourself, to me. But like
it's a possibility. Only time will tell. Time tells no lies.
But like, what is the
time tells no lies.
I just asked
that's
this
who
question.
She is.
I just asked this question. Why is everybody dying? So I know this is part of our duty, that we're supposed to be fruitful and multiply, and that's what they're for, is to but why is everybody dying? Like, okay, if you don't have kids at 50, why are you gonna try to have in vitro or something when you know 90% of the kids come out with heightened possibilities of disabilities because of that? Why would you? And then, I don't know. It's like,
I think that nowadays, these celebrities it's mostly celebrities that's doing that because they have the means to do it.
But see, with Kenya,
because it's very expensive.
For her storyline. Because remember, right before all of this, she was not really all that cooking. She was trying to be all in everybody's face and causing fights and stuff, but...
Yeah, I think a lot of things, and this is the part of reality TV that gets me, which is, we're going to segue off of my Sunday shows into my Monday shows, because Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, he don't watch it. But baby, listen, I'm so tired of these stupid storylines. You know, from Scrap messing with Monique Slaughter from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. You know, they're all hopping around to the different Love and Hip Hops. Like Safari was on Love and Hip Hop New York, went to LA, now he back in New York, and he probably go back to LA because he's now engaged to Erica Mena. Sick of the whole act. Now Monique, who comes from Love and Hip Hop LA, is on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta because now she has a storyline with Scrap.
Do you see why I don't watch?
Scrap like women that are crazy. Tommy, respectfully, because I don't want her coming after me. Cause she was like,
come on, boo. Hey.
Tommy was, you know, she was out there. Like, his baby mother, King's mother, she liked to fight too. Crazy. And we all know Monique Slaughter, crazy. So that tells something about him. Because, I mean, why you keep attracting crazy women?
Crazy.
Crazy
Begets
crazy. I know. And you know, that, I'm just, the storylines, I think there's no worse storyline than freaking Black Ink New York.
You see what I'm saying? It's stupid. Why would I? Oh my God.
Black
My
Ink
real
New
life is like
York
that. Like, oh my God, I got
off.
this show in New York. I got this show in North. I got this show. I got this company to do. I got this.
Reality check. That's all that's on TV. Until Power come back. Because when Power come back, it's on. I don't even like Empire. I'm sorry, y'all, but I don't like Empire. When Power come back, when The Chi come back, then we'll have some good quality TV again. You know, for us. For us, by us. We'll have good quality TV again. But let me tell you, Oprah freaking Winfrey, she canceled my show. Now, I don't know how many people out there watch Love Is. Baby, listen. When I tell y'all I'm hot about her canceling Love Is, I wanted to know what was going on with Yasir and Nuri. And I need that. The way he walked out at the end of that season, I need to know what's going on. She ended the show because of allegations of freaking sexual harassment on freaking set. And he was found not guilty. And she canceled the show before he was found not guilty, like Smollett. And now, what are we going to do? What? I'm getting ready to get on Instagram Live.
I'm getting ready to drink to that.
No, this is real. I'm going to get on Instagram Live and I'm going to talk to Mara Brock Akil. Is that her name, y'all? If I'm wrong, y'all. But I'm going to say to her, listen, Linda.
Looky, Linda, looky.
You done the game. You done been on other networks besides OWN. Get your ass over there to BET so I can see what's going on with Nuri and Yasir. You know, me and Cardi actually sat and caught up on Love Is. I got him hooked on Love Is, along with a whole bunch of other people.
You know I haven't seen one episode.
Oh my God. You need to, Ryan, when I tell
Why
you,
would I waste my life
if y'all
on
have
it?
not seen Love Is, Ryan, it's not reality TV though.
But I'm wasting my
It's
life
so
watching
good.
it. I could be so
Like,
making a
it's so
good job.
Like, I write books, but I still find time for my guilty pleasures.
But see, my guilty pleasures are my jobs. Like, I love making stuff.
Baby,
I'm
listen.
just like,
If I just wrote books and went to Cox, I would be crazy. I need something to break the monotony of it all.
well, yeah, that's my foot massages and stuff.
I do that too. Like, I do. I'm a jack of all the damn trades. I be watching my TV. I be writing. I be working. I be mothering. I be taking care of my parents. Like, I am just a damn multitasker.
Yes, we all have to be. But my tasks just look a little different. Oh, I love This Is Us.
That is stupid.
Live for
They
This
keep
Is
going
Us.
back and
what?
then coming forward and then going
Hubbub
back
what?
and then coming forward and then I be confused and then I
what?
get up.
I need you to pay attention
No.
and keep
Oh,
up.
he want me to pay attention to This Is Us.
Because that can help you in your life.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they do. They address a lot of issues.
And so did Love Is.
Okay, but I've never seen. I'm talking about these reality shows. Like, why would I waste my life on
reality
that?
TV is just my guilty pleasure. And shout out to Portia and Dennis for having little PJ.
I heard about that too.
Oh my God.
The baby is so freaking cute.
I'm so happy for Portia. Like, she was in bondage with.
Yeah, but I'm
Cordell.
still like.
What?
Ew.
Like, I like them together.
I'm gonna need for
I think
you
they look
to
good
stop
together.
asking to use your man's toothbrush
Yeah, that's
on camera.
nasty.
That's
That is
disgusting.
nasty,
You know what kind of
Portia.
bacteria is all in that brush?
That is nasty.
Ew.
But that's love. Love.
Is that love? Cause I love.
Love
Hello.
will make you
Let me
do
just
some
say.
stupid
Let me just say
stuff.
this. I ain't never been
Please.
that in love to ever ask anybody
I
I've
haven't
ever been
either.
with to brush my
Like,
teeth with their toothbrush.
I'm not kissing you early in the morning, but I know people that kiss their spouses and loved
I
ones.
kiss you early in the morning.
Ew, morning
but-
breath, brush your damn teeth.
No, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a tongue kiss. We're not Frenching it.
Brush your teeth with his toothbrush. If you're gonna let the morning brush, it's still residue around them lips. It's still residue if he swab in the middle of the night. You think
you just don't kiss on that slob side. You know, you kiss on the other cheek. You know, it's not like a face to face.
Oh, baby, the slob go down the cheek.
You kiss the other cheek. You know, turn the cheek. You know, turn the cheek.
If he lay on this pillow, slob. If he lay on this pillow,
slob. Then you kiss in the middle. You know. Where the slob don't stay, right there.
Just brush your teeth with his toothbrush.
Real tightly. I don't even want his toothbrush. I don't want the toothbrush to touch mine. So why would I use yours?
I'm real funny about stuff. Like, let's get into funny about stuff things then. Because if I'm eating ice cream, let's say I'm eating ice cream and I'm dating a gal. Even when I was married, my ex-husband did this. I had some ice cream that I was eating, and he took a scoop of my ice cream and baby, I do not share dairy. I do not share dairy.
I don't share food. Not unexpectedly. Like, don't. This is what I hate. This is what I'm funny about. Don't. We dating, right? Okay. We sitting across the table from each other. Hey, baby, how was your day? Don't reach your hand yet cross the threshold to my plate without any 2-minute warnings. Okay, I'm gonna need a signal that you finna fly in and land. Cause
wait, so
you get your hand popped.
So wait a minute. If they reach and take some of your food with their fork, not yours, it's a hand pop.
Fork, finger, my fork, knife, napkin, whatever.
I'm guilty. Because she's greedy. I'm little, but I'm greedy. And if you had something different from what I had...
Oh, it's a fly swat.
Oh my God. Then I'm going to get popped. Because I will be like, babe, can I taste that? But I don't wait for the yes.
That?
But I don't wait for the yes. I be like, babe, can I taste...
It'll be like, yes, you can.
In the middle of the babe, can I taste? By the time I hit that fork to that food...
That fork gonna be on the floor. Cause that fork gonna get a swipe. Swipe or no swiping. Swipe, got you right at the tail.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying.
Like, I hope you want to lean on the hand because you're gonna go straight to the plate. Like,
y'all, I have been single for a long time. Like, it's been a long time.
By choice.
Yeah, by choice, not forced.
Right.
And I don't know if I can share my space again. Like, I'm really, really mulling this over because since I've been single, I have acquired a lot of shoes, a lot of clothes, right? So I don't really know how a man could even come into my world. Like, we would have to have the biggest closet in Atlanta for me to coexist. Something, because I have clothes in other closets in the townhome I'm in now.
Right.
Okay, so where's your stuff going to go? Because my
stuff
gonna
go outside
everywhere.
in the shed. Where your tools at?
And then I'm so petty. I'm so petty. But you know, men, when y'all shave and those little beard hairs get around the sink and stuff, I'm past that stage. I'm past the little droplets on the toilet from your little shaky shakes and shit. Like, I'm just past all of that, and I'm just like, do I really want to revisit that? Like,
I sit, so I don't deal with that. I tell Scott, go down the hall. Down the hall. This one. Feet's taken. I gotta get out of here. Feet's taken. I don't want to smell that when you say. Absolutely not. Did you know? Fun fact. Did you know that that's the best way to drain the whole shebang without anything left?
How?
To sit.
Really?
Yes.
See, each one teach one. You learn something new each and every day.
You know, I don't be watching the Housewives, but I do be having something, you know.
Well, I mean, it's you know what? We should always, when we do cocktails and conversation, we should always drop a gem in everybody's crown.
See?
You know, whether it's a word.
Yes, with the tea time.
A literary person, so I know a lot of words. So I can share some words and some meanings because I hate for people to use words out of context.
Girl, like conversate. Now, where the hell is that in the dictionary?
It's converse.
Hello.
But a lot of people do say, we was just conversating.
We was just conversating immediately ratchet, just right there.
Oh, but hey, I'm going to tell you what I hate.
What?
If I see somebody say, don't come for me and mines.
Oh, with an S.
Woo, that just sends me to orbit.
Or
She's
girl, like this.
What?
I love salmons.
Salmons?
Did you add an S to that?
Did you even add an L to that?
Sis.
Because some people be like salmon.
Right.
I love salmon.
Salmons. With an S.
Salmons.
Oh.
Scrimps.
Oh.
Scrimps. Like, if
Or
y'all don't
stretch.
say these words like stretch my... Can you stretch?
Can you stretch? What the hell is
Can you
that?
stretch my back? That's
Absolutely
like
not.
scratching a chalkboard for me. Like, oh my God. I just hate... It's certain things that just send me. Like, certain things just send me. Like, I can't stand... This is a tidbit. This is what I'm giving y'all to take. I have a lot of sayings. I'm known with my friends for sayings. Like, I've been calling him BBK way before Empire came out.
Right.
And I shortened Boo Boo Kitty to
Right.
BBK
Right.
way back in the day.
Right.
So,
Thank you,
Taraji, no. He been that for a long time, okay?
And I ain't faking no jumping in the street.
But I'm going to give y'all some of my tidbits. Like I told you, I see you when they free you. I tell my kids that. So if your kids go to jail, you will see them when they
get
free
free.
them. Okay?
Yes.
And I call people a boob. Like, people that don't know what a boot is, like, when you say you look
You know,
a
we
boot.
also tell people to go kick the side of Stone Mountain with an open toe mandel.
Oh, you
on.
want them to hurt their toes?
Oh, kick it with the open toe mandel. With the Jesus moccasin. Kick it.
Like, if you just keep it real with me, I'm good. Like, I'd rather you hurt me with the truth than to protect me with a lie. Just tell me the goddamn truth. Even
So
if it's
let's
brutal.
just segue right into this
Okay,
brutal
go
truth,
ahead
right?
then, brutal.
Because I wanna know how you tell somebody that you halfway close to, y'all have a work/friendship relationship, that they stink. How do you tell them that?
Okay, is it underarms, coochie,
Well, you know
booty,
you
hot
know,
wings?
hot
Let me
wings,
tell y'all.
habanero.
Okay, so if somebody around you and their musty underarms is hurting your nostrils, say, hot wings. I smell hot wings.
I smell hot
See,
wings.
now that's a way
I smell
for
hot
the
wings.
person that you're with to know that somebody musty in this camp.
I smell
And if it's real
hot
bad, we
wings.
go by, like, it could be spicy.
Right.
It could be buffalo mild.
It could be
It
hot.
could be habanero.
Right. It could be extra hot.
Ooh,
it could be a
boy,
little
if you got
zingy,
some
a little lemon pepper.
habanero wings, baby,
Ooh,
you need to
you
be
bringing
doused
tears.
in some damn
Gasoline and burnt.
You want to burn them?
Maybe you ain't get, that's like, or dipped in some tomato juice, just like skunk spray. You know, just like, oh.
Well, I think that if they're close to you, you should be able to. That's a damn lie. 'Cause
But do
know
you
what?
say,
Hold on,
but do you say, look, nigga, your arms are
Very bad.
I
I think that a nicer way to do it is, it just hold on.
there is no nice way.
Ain't no damn
But I
nice
look,
way.
here go my nice way. Well, I mean, you know, would you like some Sure?
That is not
That's
nice.
not nice.
That's not.
You'll just hand somebody no bar deodorant or hand them a stick of gum.
Anybody that knows me know I love perfume. Like, I love everything that smells in my car,
So you
my
just
house.
start.
Anything, I have
Random
it for
sprays.
you if you're at my house or in my car. But some things are not to be covered. Some things
Right.
are meant to be handled.
Oh my God.
You understand?
Because like
And-
these women be going in about some of these product whips that be coming in here bathing in cologne and be smelling like an undercut of somebody they just left.
You know what, ladies? I don't know who's on here, but we need to stop letting these men come in our
Hooches.
manholes.
That hooch, baby, it's gonna be high.
Because that will make you a little bit fishy.
Ain't no
okay?
look to it. But anyway, back to my ain't no look to it. It's gonna be a anyway. So back to my because
What?
I mean how do you tell somebody?
It's no nice way, Ryan. You
I'm
either
like-
gonna just be straight up or
But the smell is so offensive. It brings tears to my eyes like a good Vidalia onion. You know, just like and I can't. But the funny part is I
See,
can't
that's
identify.
how I know you cook, because I'm like, what the fuck kind of onion is
That's one of the sweet ones. The sweet ones ain't as bitter, but
I
they still
don't
make
cook
you
like
cry.
that. I
Right.
don't
But
cook
anyway,
like that.
like I cannot identify the odor. Like I can't say, oh yeah, that's the arm.
So you don't
Or,
know
yeah, that's
if it's
the-
dirty clothes.
It smells like an
bad
amalgamation
booty.
of everything. Like, oops, it got in my hair. That extra spot of protein.
Honey.
Oops, got in my hair. It dried for 2 weeks. Oops, I might have used the bathroom on myself and that sat in the room for 2 weeks. Or I done smoked 6 packs of cigarettes in 3 days. and
That's
laid in
still
a bed of
cigarette
ashes.
smoke. Hold on. Since we're talking to a hairstylist right here, ladies, I'm tired of these goddamn weaves smelling like corn chips. Right?
You know what? Let's address it.
I need to understand.
And I don't care
what
if
is
the
happening.
owner of this company comes on here and says 2 words to me about it.
Well,
but,
let's talk.
I mean, have you ever smelt the store? Not even bought any hair from them, but smelt the store
Which
for True
store?
Glory.
Oh, I haven't.
For True Glory.
I haven't.
Like, where does that stench come from? So it was a rumor that they're getting their hair from China and it's being stockpiled in fields. So when it rains, the stuff on the bottom, you know, is cheaper because it gets mildew, moldy, whatever. They air it out, right? That was one theory, right? But then I've started thinking, okay, they're not going to sell you hair with the little blue hanging from it, right? So it's got to be in the process when they cleaning it. Like when you get the hair, you have to make sure you inspect for lice, whatever. Well, at least what I do for my hair. But anyway, you have to wash it and stuff. So when they wash it, like, are they sitting it in the plastic container? Like, while it's wet and closing it up?
I don't know. Here's the
I don't
reason
know
why I have short hair today, because I was putting my hair in fabric softener. The snuggles. I was putting my hair in fabric softener because I'm such a clean person. I couldn't take the chipperifics. I couldn't.
Should have got some hair from me.
This was back in the day.
Mm-hmm. But I used to tell, remember when I was in the suites down the street?
Yeah.
Baby, I used to tell people, you got that? Nah, you can't come in here, baby. No.
That is some offensive.
You have to shampoo your hair at your house, and I'll come to your house and curl it.
But would you look? Now it's time to say goodbye to all our IG friends.
So that wraps up this session.
Because
this
we
evening.
could just go on. This is like not your average blog or
This is
podcast.
like
This
therapy.
is just, we're sitting here just having conversation.
Releasing all this
That's
bull
it.
from the week.
Yeah.
So until next time, take some time to love on yourself before you try to love anybody else. We'll see you next week right here, same bad place.
Same bad channel.
Oh.
And you can find us both
Mm-hmm.
on Boston's Finest,
Mm-hmm.
BOSSTONS FINEST.
Mm-hmm. And Ryan Lamar Designs, which is the fashion brand, and Runway Weaving Bar, which is the hair salon. Come get your whip done.
Read
Get
the
it
books.
tight.
Tabitha
Get it right.
Middleton. Read the books. Amazon.com. Bye.
Bye.